How did the rich get so rich? The 1% control nearly all the wealth. What was once upper class has become the middle class. Middle class is one medical emergency from being relegated to the lower class. And the lower class is struggling daily. 78% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, while the rich fill their pockets with what should have been ours. How did the rich get so rich? Some, like Count Dooku, were born into wealth. Some, like Palpatine, were crooks who bribed, cheated, and stole, tramping others down to lift themselves up. We're uncovering more and more of these evil people in real life. Hedge funds who will happily drive a company into bankruptcy just so they can profit off the corpse. But it's not just evil brutality that made the rich so rich. The biggest thing that separates us from them is also something very much in our power to change. All rich people are not evil. Some earned their money completely legally, but in ways the rest of us simply do not understand. I only got into the stock market about 2 months ago in February of 2021, but I immediately saw that this is why the rich are so rich. Because they have figured out how to take $1 and make it become $2. I imagine many of you are like me, hoarding away money in a savings account. Maybe if you're lucky, you put a little away into a 401k or Roth, but for most of us, that's it. I worked between 2 and 4 part-time jobs ever since graduating high school. I rarely spend much outside of normal bills, and you know what I have to show for it? At most, I was earning 14 cents a month in interest in my supposedly high-interest money market savings account. Over the course of a decade, that's $16.80. But then 2018 rolls around. My new job had a 401k, my first time investing anything. In about 2 years of investing a large portion of my paycheck into the 401k, I earned $3,000. I went from earning $16 in investments over 10 years to earning $3,000 in only 2. Why wasn't I investing from the very beginning? And then, GameStop blew up in the media, and I jumped headfirst into the stock market. Not long after that, I started researching and investing in crypto. I did my due diligence and researched, picked companies where I saw growth potential, and I followed trends. Off the February GameStop Gamma Squeeze, I made something like $500 after just a few days of having bought that stock. Fine, yes, that's a super volatile stock, that's an extreme outlier, but off a growing bank chain, I've made a 23% return in just 2 months. Off of a boring semiconductor manufacturer, I've made back 1.10%. Off a recent video game IPO, I'm up 8.2%. And crypto? I bought into Doge when it was 6 cents. Within a week, I was up $400. I put more money in and diversified to other cryptocurrencies. Across the board, I've seen consistent growth. As long as you can hold through the frequent stomach-churning dips, good investments grow. But you know the crazy thing? Even with all these gains, I'm still earning far under the average cost of living for my state. Because I can only invest a few $100s at a time, so a 20% return may only be $40. But if I had been investing like this for the past 15 years, it's pretty mind-blowing to think about. Why are the rich so rich? Because when they made $1,000, it didn't get shoved under their mattress or into a savings account. They invested and grew that 1,000 into 2, then 4, then 8, then 16. Just look at the staggering amount of money represented here. These offices, apartments, and government buildings, all of these are beautiful, maybe the best in the entire galaxy. And on top of that is everything they were on top of. Coruscant is a city where the wealthy built on top of the poor. Mansions where servants serve trillionaires, literally built on top of slums where people struggle to survive. And for these people, talking about investing is just a cruel joke. An unprecedented amount of young people across the world are living with their parents as the price of rent skyrockets while wages remain stagnant. Why are the rich so rich? Investing and proper money management play a huge part, but how many of us learned these things in school? Out of all the people in my life, only 5 of us are actively involved in investing outside of typical retirement accounts. So how did people ever get rich when the average person has no idea how important investing is? Maybe some people are smarter, creating something innovative, useful, needed. Some people are cruel, crushing the finances of others to increase their own. Some are lucky, born with enough money to be able to afford facing the ups and downs the stock market brings. Maybe there really isn't a single answer as to why the rich are rich. All I know is that just after 2 months, I have learned something very important. The rich aren't smarter than us, they aren't better. Normal people like me, who suck at math, statistics, and graphs, can still understand basic research and earn a profit on our investments. Even hedge fund managers are commenting on how random people on Reddit are doing stock analyses that is impressive on a professional scale. They are not better than us. They are just playing a game that most of us didn't know existed. Yes, many of them cheat, steal, and blatantly break the law time after time after time. But the rich are so rich because they learned how to play the game. And it's time that the rest of us finally got our pieces on the board. If you want to learn more about how manipulated and corrupt the rich can be, check out this AMA, it's really amazing. I'll also link in the description a ton of great research articles, every one of which is worth dedicating your time to reading. Thanks for watching, my friends, and I'll see you next time.